G'day, Harry Houdini here, down under in the Antipodes. That's where we are, we're in Australia. And look, something magical's happened. Well, I think it is. We've hit 100 subscribers. Oh, look, I don't know that 100 people could find the time to watch my videos, but apparently they do. So there you go. How about that? It's amazing. So I thought for the 100th subscriber, and you know who you are, I might just show you my stash. Would you like that? I'll go through some kits. I'll show you what's coming up, what I'm building, what's going on. But I'll tell you what, here's something exciting. Look at this. It's an Arizona. Can you hear me over there? Last time I talked behind one of these boxes, you couldn't hear a bloody word I said. Let's do that. There we go. It's sort of diagonal there. Ooh, don't fall off. We're listening. No, we better not. Okay, look. Whoa, whoa. Remember that countdown back in the 80s? Yeah, countdown. You haven't got a clue what I'm talking about, have you, Yanks? No. This is a Hobby Boss Arizona. Now, there's a lot of scuttlebutt online about this kit. There's bitching, there's grumbling, there's just so much. And I am determined to get to the bottom of it. Let's debunk the myth, hey? There's a lot of scuttlebutt online about this kit, and some people say it's crap. Well, I don't think so. I've had a look in the box, and although I am as blind as a bat, I have built ships before, and I've seen some pretty crappy ones. Now, I know about the Revell 420 bloody 2.5 bloody scale one, and it's crap. Sorry, it's rubbish. It really is. Now, this isn't that kit. Let me give you some history. Okay, I'll just put my extra strong reading glasses on. And I'm reading from Fine Scale Modeler here, and those fellas do know their stuff. Anyhow, one chappie here, he figured it out. Here we go. Take your mind back into the distant past, 2001. Right, a company called Wasson Molding Co. All right, out of China, they came out with the first 1/350 scale Arizona. Whoopee! Okay, and they put this out on a label called Banner. All right, and their Banner kit is well known. Now, the Banner kit does have some issues. They were blamed for upscaling from the Revell 425 scale one, okay? Because apparently there's mistakes in the Revell one, and the Banner one had the same mistakes. So they assumed they cheated. Well, as the little Chinese copiers often do. All right, that's okay. So that came out, and it was $80, and everyone said, wow, what? $80 for a bigger Revell? You have got to be joking. You've got to be pulling my leg. And it didn't get a good review. And I think that's where all the bad news started. Anyhow, okay, later on, let me just read along here. Later on, the Wasson Molding Co. re-released the kit, did some repairs to it, and called it a trumpeter. So a trumpeter kit came out, this one, and they fixed a few of the issues where things weren't in the right place, and they corrected a few. Apparently they also made some other changes that then the diehards, the rivet counters, or are they rivet counters on battleships? I suppose so, it's got rivets. Those diehards also said, no, you've buggered that up too, you've got that wrong. So there was more complaints and more problems. So not satisfied with that, later on they rebranded it as Mini Hobby, okay, or MHM. And this one came out, and the trouble is Mini Hobby had a really bad reputation for blanket copying some Tamiya and Revell kits, and basically just, you know, making a direct copy of the mould and then resending it out, pretty well looking identical. So again, it got another bad rap. Then we come along to the latest incarnation, which is Hobby Boss. Okay, now Hobby Boss is kind of trumpeter, just like Cyber Hobby is kind of dragon. They're basically similar parent company, and you get a lot of similar parts and bits and pieces, and usually, like with Cyber Hobby, they're less expensive kits and they're not as complicated, not as difficult to build, although not always, because some Cyber Hobby stuff is pretty full on. There's like a white box or something that's, you know, terrific armour. Well, Hobby Boss is kind of like, to a certain extent, a less complex and cheaper version of trumpeter. Now, don't hold me to that because it doesn't always work that way with these inscrutable Chinese, but it's another kind of trumpeter. Now, they have fiddled and they have played with this one, and it's better, okay? It's not perfect. In fact, there isn't a single Arizona kit out there that is perfect from my research. They've all got their mistakes. They've all got their problems. Now, this one's easily fixed. It is. It's not hard. No. There's a couple of fellas that do PE for it. You can get the Eduard kit, which is fully comprehensive, and for the hobby boss, solves a lot of the problems, rips out the bad parts, puts in some really good ones, bingo, bongo, you're done. But you've got to buy 2 lots, and you might as well buy the big Ed kit for the fact that those 2 lots you have to buy the railings and you have to buy all the bits that got the boats and the cranes and the bibs and bobs and the replacement to all the badly fitting and supposedly inaccurate parts to this kit. And that's okay. And if you buy the Eduard, it's $45 for the main one, and it's about $20 or $30 the other one. But it's only about $80 odd if you buy the big Ed, which contains all of that, and you get a whole lot of sails to play with. Isn't that nice? Now, you can go the other way, and Tom's Modelworks. I've got that right. Try to remember everything. It's too hard when you're old. Anyhow, good old Tom, he does a very nice set of PE for this as well. Now, again, you have to buy 2. It's just, these guys, I mean, you're going to build it, you want the whole lot. Why do they have to divide it up? It just absolutely sucks. Anyhow, Tom has got his main one, has rails, and basically all the bits to replace all the problem parts and everything, and it's cheaper than ever. Tom's one apparently is very accurate and very good, and there's lots of really good reviews online for it, so that's good. But if you want the bits for the little lifeboats and the motorboats and everything, that's extra. And it works out about the same. You've got to buy the 2 little bits, and it's probably about $60 odd or something like that, okay? Now, this kit, you can pick it up online between, well, in Australian dollars. For US, just kind of strip about 25% off. In Australian dollars, from about $40 to $60, you can pick it up. Now, I paid the latter. But that's okay, because I didn't want to pay $150 for a Tamiya kit that didn't have a subject matter that I wanted, and I still have this thing about Tamiya. It's, I think it's overpriced in Australia, quite frankly, for what it is. I really do. And I'm sick and tired of the classic kits being the same price as what I'll pay for a cheap Dragon or a good cyber hobby. But anyhow, that's my beef with Tamiya. And I found the disgusting Revell kit. I mean, it's pitiful. The railings on the Revell kit are actually moulded in, and they're solid. There's no like holes through the posts. It's a solid bit of plastic. So I've seen online everyone struggling with it. And I built the bloody thing when I was a kid, so I remember it. I remember the problem with this railing thing. It was very strange. And there's heaps of other mistakes as well. This doesn't have those mistakes. There were a lot of things changed on this, even if they did use the Revell one as a reference, right? They fixed a lot of problems. They might have copied over a few that were bad. Those have been fixed. And by the time we get to the Hobby Boss kit, it's not bad. It really is not bad. And the few little problems that are left, if you want to count your bloody rivets, and get down there and fiddle with your anchor chain, well, they can all be fixed with these PE kits. So, problem solved. Great kit. In the end, it's going to cost me about $120. But that's okay. That gives me everything. Oh, except for a wood deck. Now, this becomes tricky. I would have liked a Pontos wood deck. Pontos doesn't make it for this kit. The best I can get is artworks, all sold out in Australia. That's a player. But I can get artworks out of Hong Kong, apparently. There's a couple of places there I can get hold of it. Pretty well the same place as Australia. Bernard, in one of the groups, good on you, Bernard, he said, I can get free postage out of one of the little Oriental shops. So I'm going to try that. So I will keep you posted on this, and we'll see how I get everything together for my Arizona. Now, I may be wrong, but I think that this guy has had a bit of a bad rap. And I think there have been some bad kits, and it's been lumped in the same box as the other ones. But I'm going to build it. And I'm going to put some PE on it, probably from that Tom fella. I'm also going to put some little master barrels on there, but they don't cost much, and sort of didn't put them in the equation. But it's still it'll still work out about the same price. Anyhow, barrels, PE, try and get an artworks deck. If not, I'll just have to go old school and I'll just paint the bloody deck. And I'm going to make a really nice kit out of this. I mean, if I can take a Zvezda BT7 and turn it into something reasonable, I can do justice to this Hobby Boss kit. That's what I think anyway. Now, I was going to show you a lot of other things, but I have waffled on. That's unusual, isn't it? That's not like me. Look, thank you very much to all the 100 people out there who think it's worthwhile tuning in to see this Aussie rave on about his modelling. But look, it's my stuff. It's what I like to do. And if you like to watch it, well, I'm chuffed. I really am. So it's goodbye from Harry Houdini, and it's hooroo from Australia.